Karuna Mission. Namaste, everybody. Good morning. Namaste. On behalf of Sai Karuna Mission, Dr. Uday Shah, and all of our healers and teachers, I welcome you today to this session. It is our meditation session that we've been doing for a few weeks now. We are looking at a little bit of theory, learning a little bit about what there is. And we're also learning a few modalities of healing and meditation. So please join your palms together, sit up nice and tall in a very comfortable place. If you're seated on a chair, make sure that your feet are planted on the ground and you're sitting up straight so that you are kind of going to bring yourself into the moment. So with your eyes closed and your hands together in Pranamasana or keeping your hands together at heart center, take a moment to bring all your energy signatures back into this spot. For those of you who had walked around your houses, gone anywhere, ask yourself to come back. Bring everything back into the here and now. Bring your awareness to the space in which you're seated. Start to breathe. Allow all the sounds that you hear to fade away into the background. You are now in this moment where you're going to give yourself permission to enjoy the experience of learning and practice. We'll begin this particular session by chanting Om 3 times, because this is the sound of the universe. Another word for it in Sanskrit is Nad. The Nad is the vibration from the universe, and that's what we want to bring into each of ourselves. So take a nice, long, deep breath and chant Om 3 times. Feel free to join me, otherwise you may listen. Om. With your eyes closed, with your fingers together, I want you to feel the vibration. Observe your body. Begin to feel the vibration in your body. This is a beautiful thing. As we stay with this moment, let's invite the divine energies into this room and in this space. And as we do that, let's put our intention. I am open to learning. I'm open to practice. I'm open to allowing any new experiences come to me as I stand as the observer. At this point, rub both your palms together, generate some heat, and place it over your eyes. Welcome. So today you'll notice that I have a different type of background in the back, and that's because I'm going to invite Avniji to begin her quick lesson. And the reason I chose this particular background was because this is the universe and this is us. This is who we are. We may think of ourselves as beings and individuals, but Avniji is going to be talking to us a little bit about the connection between the universe, the experience you're having on this earth, and how each of those things are interconnected, right? And so I welcome everybody, including our Facebook friends. So I hand it off to you, Avniji. Go ahead.
Thank you so much, Preeti. So, hello everyone, and I welcome you all again on behalf of Dr. Uday Shah and Sai Karuna Mission team. So, those of you who are joining us from last 3-4 sessions, we've been talking about a lot regarding the aura, the chakras, and how they are related, how they're affecting our energy centers, how our organs are getting affected, how we are maintaining it, what we are doing, when we can understand that how things are going right, how things are going in the wrong direction, and how we can make it right. So for today, we'll be talking about that how these energy centers are getting affected. Affected in the sense, what exactly is the reason behind it? And to a little bit, who are joining us in a continuation, they must be aware that in our last session, we had a brief discussion about the karmas. And what exactly are the karmas? These are the actions that we are doing. So we'll be discussing a bit about the karmas only today. So let me quickly share my screen. Give me a moment. Let me know once you're able to see that. Give me a heads up. All right, thank you so much. So first things first, a correction from the last session. Although who were indulged in the things that I was talking about, they must be aware that what exactly the elements are linked with our chakras. But again, just for the correction from the last session, this was the image that I showcased in the last session, where the sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, and heart chakra was incorrectly written and connected with the elements. So this is the correct thing through which our elements are connected. Like, just to repeat, the root chakra is connected with our earth element. The sacral chakra is connected with our water element. The solar plexus chakra is connected with the fire element. The heart chakra is connected with the air element. And the rest of the three upper chakras, that is the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, and the crown chakra, are the ether element. So this is the correct connection of the elements with the chakras. Let me quickly get to the next slide. Right. So these are the types of karmas that we had a look in our last session. And I'll just in a minute will let you know and remind you that what we have studied in the last session. Like, there are various types of karmas that we collate in our lives, and how these karmas are related with our chakras. So I'll quickly tell you all those. Like, the root chakra is having and collating all the past life karmas. Our sacral chakra is holding all the present life karmas. In the present life, wherever we are meeting with the people, with the objects, with anything that we are meeting with in the present life, is getting stored in the sacral chakra. The solar plexus chakra or the Manipur chakra is related with our parental karmas. Whatever we are carrying through our ancestors and our parents are getting stored in the solar plexus chakra. Anything related to our love, to our relationships, are getting stored in the heart chakra. Anything related with the communication and whatever the emotions that we are suppressing or speaking is getting stored in our throat chakra. The thought related karmas, whatever is going on in our mind and in our daily routine, is getting stored in the third eye chakra. And whatever related with our spirituality, is getting stored in our crown chakra. So these are the types of karmas or the categories of karmas that we studied in our last session. So I have a new or a different aspect of the categorization of karmas. So here, instead of drilling down, I'm just trying to make a good set where the karmas can be divided. And we will be able to see a different aspect where the karmas can be categorized. Moving to our next slide. So these are the major three categories where the karmas can be divided. Starting with the past life karma. This is the category where all our past life karmas are getting stored. Means this is just the body which is reincarnated every time, life between life, births that we are taking. Our body is getting changed, place of living is getting changed, people around us are getting changed. Which is remaining the same is our soul. Whatever things we are doing, I'm not talking about good, bad, anything, any sort of action that we are doing with our soul, everything is getting collated with the past life karmas. These are the entire actions that we are storing with our soul. Things which are not going good and things which we are not learning from, the actions where we are not learning from, are getting stored in the past life karmas. So entire actions of the lives that we have taken till now, we can call it as a unique set. It is kind of a syllabus for our soul. In other words, this is the entire syllabus where we need a learning, where we haven't completed our learning. The second category is the soul ready karma. What does that mean? Soul ready karma means the karmas which are on surface, means our soul is evolved up to that level, which is the present life. The birth that we have taken today is the kind of soul we have already evolved. That was like a contract being signed between us and the God, life between life, that yes, I'm ready. My soul is ready to clear these karmas. I am ready to face such situations. So the kind of people, the kind of situations, the kind of things happening to us is the soul ready karma. So we usually used to say in spirituality that you can't blame anyone for anything happening to you. Why? Because this was the contract being signed by us with the God. That's yes, my soul is ready to fulfill or to learn these particular lessons. We can call it as a subset of the set A, because the A category is carrying the entire list of karmas that we have done till now. And the soul ready karma is the one for which our soul is ready. We are ready to learn and we are ready to cleanse. Then comes the third category, that is the karmas which are completed. What does that mean? Means the actions on which we have already taken an action, the lessons that we have already learned, the order that we have. Let's take an example, and like we went to a hotel and we have done just a moment. I guess there is. Uh, I'm really sorry.
That's okay.
There was a glitch at my end.
Yeah, no worries. You give us a
So,
moment to breathe, and to absorb, because every time, whenever there's an interruption in life, we think that it's our fault, but actually think about it this way, it's the universe that says, everybody read and understand what I've said. Let me just hold on. So take it in that way. It's all good.
yeah, so I'll share my screen again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So I was talking about the third category, that where we are completing our karmas, we are taking our lessons and completing our lessons. So I took an example that we went to a hotel and we did some order. So whatever the bill of that order has come, that is the exact category B. We have to pay that. We need to learn. So whatever the soul decided, our soul decided with the God that, yes, I'm ready to learn these lessons that we have to learn. Usually people are not ready. Usually we get into such situations that why is happening to us? Why am I the only one who is facing such situations? Why I'm having the finance issues? Why I'm having the health issues? Why I'm having the relationship issues? I am the one who is getting those issues. So this is not something that anyone else is putting pressure on you, or any external factor is responsible for that. That is your soul who is ready for that. So this was this category B I was talking about. And the C category comes in when we have already learned that lesson out of those karmas. We have taken action. We have learned everything. So this comes out to the third category of karmas. So moving on to our next slide, where we understand that what exactly are the laws of karma. Laws of karma means what are the reasons behind those karmas, where these things are happening, why the karmas are getting stored, what are the reasons. So yes, so sometimes the reasons behind those karmas are the lack of knowledge, and we will not term that knowledge as that we haven't studied enough. No, we haven't taken that degree. That is why we are getting the karma. No, the lack of wisdom. Here, the knowledge means the lack of wisdom. We are not able to analyze that why it is happening to us. We just get into this conclusion that shit, that happened to us. So that lack of wisdom was there. One of the reason. So we take an action due to that, due to lack of that wisdom. The second category is when we are gaining that wisdom, we take some action, because everything, to anything we will do, we'll take some action. And that is how our karma will get collated. So the second reason is to gain that wisdom. To gain that wisdom, the action was taken place. The third category is the lack of experience. We are not having that particular experience. For example, I got some relationship issue. I was not aware. The awareness was not there because there was no wisdom, there was no experience. I was not experienced before. And that is how I took some action which was not correct. There was some incorrect behavior of mine. There was some incorrect action that I took. But that particular action got stored in our syllabus. That whether we have learned out of it or we haven't learned out of it. So when our soul runs after gaining that knowledge and gaining that experience, so the first three reasons are not always intentional. This comes under the unintentional part as well. That is why we always used to say that intentionally or unintentionally something happened. So these are the categories where unintentionally things happens that we are not aware, we were not having that wisdom, or we are not having that experience, that knowledge, that action took place. The next reason is somewhat intentional as well and unintentional as well, which is the ego part. When we start gaining that knowledge, when we start getting that wisdom, that experience, we usually get into such situations where ego arises. That we have studied while learning the chakras as well. In our solar plexus chakra, when a person gets stabilized, when a person start getting the experience, the wisdom, usually ego arises. But things are aware to soul and to God. Wherever your ego is rising, your wisdom is getting down, your consciousness falls. So it's very important to know that whenever we are gaining any knowledge, wisdom, experience, you need to balance it. There you need to balance your solar plexus chakra, to balance your ego. And the another reason is the soul experiences. What exactly the soul experiences? For example, we are meeting, in a life we meet like around 20,000 souls. And with each soul, there is some action that we have taken. Not exactly one-to-one, but there are some third-party connections as well, that somehow I'm connected to that particular soul. For example, I'm talking to you here on Zoom, means my soul is connected to you all. That is how the karma took place. There are the soul experiences. There are various experiences that I need to take from various souls. There are various experiences that I need to give to the other souls. So these are the all reasons where the karma or the action took place with our soul. Now, what are the bases of karma? That what kind of karmas, like where these karmas are based on? What does that mean? There are different times that particular action took place. For example, in the morning, something happened. Not sure that was good or bad. Whether I have learned a lesson out of it or not, whatever happened with me, whether I have learned a lesson, did I realize, did I analyze that why this action took place? There are different times. Now there are different places. For example, we are going in a party, we are going for any occasion, we are going on different places. Sometimes you will be able to relate this particular thing, that sometimes we visit some place and suddenly it clicks our mind that I know this place, something is connected with this place. What does that mean? Our karma is, because our soul is aware. Our soul is not getting old or getting young or something like that. Our soul remains the same. That soul understands everything. Our only body is getting reincarnated. That's what I said earlier as well. Now, these karmas are based on the people as well. Different kind of people that we are meeting at every stage, at every point in time. Not only in this birth, in last birth, the people that I met, the souls that I met, whether I have completed my lesson with them or not, whether I have learned from them or not, whether I have given lesson to them or not. So this is also a kind of action that we are creating. And then the objects. What does that object mean? In various lives, we meet various kind of objects. For example, if I talk about a current life, we are using phones, we are using internets, various things we are using. So that is how we are creating karmas, we are creating actions. So see how beautiful it is that with everything that we are meeting in our life, we are creating action out of it. We are not, sometimes that is how I say that Sometimes we are not aware that we are creating karma, and sometimes we are aware that that particular time that we are aware means our wisdom is rising. Our soul is getting aware that yes, we are creating action out of it. So let us learn a lesson out of it. Right? So in spiritual science, in spiritual science analysis, we call it as that how these karma create our aura. How? Because these karmas are getting stored in our energy centers. Our soul is carrying the different kind of karmas in our energy centers, and that's how these energy centers creates our aura. And that's how this aura analysis let us know that what sort of issue. For example, in my current life, if I'm getting some financial issues, I'll be able to analyze that what exactly is the root cause, whether I'm learning that lesson of finance in any of my life or not. And that is why I'm facing this issue. Once in my current life, I will be able to analyze that, yes, this was the root cause. And that is how I'm getting the finance issue in this current life. I'll be able to work on it. Once I'll be aware that what exactly is the issue, I'll be able to work on it. Right? This is a common thing that, yes, now we can work on it. So why karma remains when it is not cleared? For example, on that particular action, I was trying my best through my healing modalities to learn a lesson out of it. But there was not a much patience. I was not able to complete it. So that karma remains. I was not able to clear it, then karma remains. I have to learn that lesson, not in this life, then maybe next life. But I have to learn a lesson. I have to cleanse my karma. So moving on to the next slide. For this particular first line, let me go back to my third slide. Here, the subsets that I was talking about for the second and the third category. So third category was the karma where we have learned a lesson. If through healing, through any sort of thing, we are able to make this particular subset, the C subset, we are able to make it equalize with the subset B, means we were able to clear our karma for my present life. And if I am ready to work on myself for my past life karmas as well, that happens only when I'm able to complete that subset B. If I was able to complete my soul ready karma, I was able to complete those lessons, then only God will allow us to move on to clear our past life karmas. There we start getting into a spirituality path where we are able to aware ourselves that how the karmas can be cleared. That is how our soul is getting evolved. Because in every life, we came in this life with some of the desires that I need to become a doctor, I want to become an engineer, I want to become this, I want to become that, I want to go there, I want to go do this. But our soul target is to raise the consciousness, is to move to that point where we are merged with our God. That is how our soul is getting evolved. That is how our consciousness rises. How this soul is getting evolved. This soul is getting evolved when our wisdom rises. Where I was talking about the knowledge means the wisdom. I am able to analyze that what situation is happening to me is due to this reason. I am becoming aware, more aware. I am not blaming anyone. I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming any other external factor. I'm not blaming the environment. I'm not blaming anything. I'm not blaming COVID for the environment, for these external factors, that this is because COVID happened. No, I was not ready to learn a lesson on the time. And that is why through the external factors, now they responded. When I became aware that yes, I have to learn a lesson, I have to take care of my environment, I have to take care of myself. That is when I became aware. When I start accepting the things happening to me, that this, I am responsible for whatever is happening to me. No one else, is when I start accepting the things. And when I start accepting the things is when I'm ready to forgive people. I'm ready to seek forgiveness. The unintentional things that happened in my past, I'm ready to forgive that, and I'm ready to seek forgiveness. Because might be intentionally we have done something wrong with our incorrect behavior or something like that to any of the people. That's a human nature. And that is all thing came with different kind of healing modalities. So in today's session as well, when we'll meditate, we'll try to bring all those things where we have blamed someone, when we have hurted someone, when someone hurted us, we'll try to forgive that. We'll try to seek forgiveness from them, and we'll try to forgive the other people as well. We'll try to accept the way I am. Whatever is happening to me is the right thing and at the right time and at the right place. When I'm ready to accept that, soul is ready to evolve. God is ready to help you out. Because God is waiting for that particular moment when we are start accepting the things which are meant to us, which our soul is meant to us. So I hope I was able to convey the message which is right behind the kind of actions that we are taking. And I hope we are a bit ready to accept what our soul has decided to do. And I hope we are ready to start forgiving people and seek forgiveness from the people in a daily meditation and healing process. So I'll now hand over to Preeti ji back for the beautiful meditation, for the things that we've learned today.
Perfect. Thank you, Avniji. That was beautiful. So very powerful. And like, it's kind of, they say that sometimes you just need to hear somebody say something that you're already aware. And if you look at the way life is, it's all a manifestation of the mind, right? So basically, by all the people here who are listening to it and the people who are going to listen to the recording and everything, one of the things is you've become the voice from the universe that's going to remind people that to step out of your own way and to like kind of literally observe what it is, right? With the idea of karmas, I know that a lot of times we think of it only as a bad thing, but it's actually also a very good thing, is it not?
Correct. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So sometimes, with even a simple thing like we have something here in Canada called paid forward Tim Hortons, Julie G. Remember when you go to the grocery or when you're in line, someone is standing behind you. So you just tell the cashier in front of you, I'll pick up the tab behind me, and then that's just paying it forward, right? So now that's where you start creating a debt of positive karmas. Right. And so that's a really very powerful information that you shared with us. And yeah, it resonated. So I think we are ready to start looking at that. I also wanted to ask you if you could just talk quickly about the aura idea of how karmas would link. Is that something we're going to do today or next week?
So probably I'll try to connect that particular thing in the next session, because I was trying to convey a message of what exactly the karmas are and how these are categorized in a different category.
Beautiful.
That is why,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, then we're going to begin our meditation. So let's sit up nice and tall. And I know there's a lot of information that we need to absorb right now. So what I've done is I've brought my crystals with me. And those of you who do know healing modalities, I do invite you to bring your crystals. I have mine, and I'm just going to show you what it is. If I can figure out where my camera is, here it is. It's a simple clear quartz crystal. It's been blessed. It's got energies in here. I cleanse it every day by just putting in my own symbols. Of course, most of you are aware of the healing modalities. Some of you are new to it. Feel free to kind of reach out to us to learn a little bit more about it. But with crystals, what we end up doing is actually channeling our own souls in such a way that we become more and more aware of what is happening around us and trying to connect the dots. What is the physical reality that Avniji was talking about versus what is it that our souls came to this planet to do? I know that there's a lot of different philosophies. One of my favorite saying is "Let go and let God." Have you ever heard of that? That I read from Wayne Dyer a long time ago. Brilliant speaker, and I keep using that again and again because it's based in our own scriptures as well. So in different philosophies and theologies, you're going to have it. So whichever one you are familiar with, I want you to bring your faith, your divine energy into this room with your eyes closed. You can place your hands right in your lap. If you want, you can leave your hands open in this way. This is called, so Prapti Mudra, which is to receive. You can keep your hands like this, or you can place your left hand over your right hand and connect it. It doesn't matter. There is no particular way. You're sitting comfortably. You're going to raise your shoulders back, roll them back, and be very comfortable. Those of you who have crystals will place them in your hands and take a nice long deep breath and close your eyes. And let's begin our journey of awareness, forgiveness, acceptance, love, and soul evolution. Close your eyes and begin to follow your breath. Observe how your body rises and falls one at a time. Observe your feet. Observe your knees. Just begin to watch your body. Recognizing what we learned today, that the soul has its own soul purpose. The body is just something that we keep changing as we go from one life to another. The soul continues to come back to this earth school because this is a place where we are learning lessons, we are teaching lessons, we are connecting with our souls. We're just growing. And we're doing this, why? For our own personal evolution as an individual? Think about it. Or is it because the soul has some learning to do in order to come and become one with the universe? Put these thoughts in the front of your head. And as you breathe, I want you to bring one thought that is happening to you, which has constantly been nagging you, bugging you, maybe saying, why is this? It's taking you to a brink of asking that question, why is this happening to me? That is the question I want you to bring to the forefront of your mind. You may have a statement like, how could they do this to me? That is the question you bring to the front of your mind. So as if you are writing this on a board, a piece of paper, I want you to visualize those words. Imagine the situation and ask the question, why is this happening to me? How can they do this to me? I can't believe this is happening. So these are the phrases that we are going to focus on. And we are going to begin to accept and allow it to teach us the lesson. so the experience doesn't come back. Take a moment. I'll give you a few seconds to verbalize. And when you're ready, let's begin to take this question through every part of our energy center. Visualize a beautiful white light coming in from the universe. It could be arriving from the top of your head. It could be a cord that is coming straight towards your navel center. Visualize a white energy that's entering your body. This is your connection to your divine souls, to your divine energy. If you have a God, if you have a guru, it could be any one of them. You are connecting. I'm inviting all the divine energies that are connected to my soul into this room for clarity, for acceptance, for soul evolution. Allow this energy to flow through you. Allow it to go all the way down your backbone and arrive at your tailbone. If you're seated on a chair, let the energy flow through your feet, bit by bit through your toes. If you're on the floor, it's just coursing through your body and going into Mother Earth. We've learned about the different elements. Our body is made up of earth, fire, water, air, and we've got space, ether. So we are going to travel through each of these centers, visit each of the chakras, and start accepting what it is that we are facing. As you inhale, bring your awareness to the base of your feet and observe as the energies from Mother Earth begin to course through you. There are roots that have connected you, so you no longer are on your own, you are supported. Allow the energy to start defying gravity and flow through your body. As it comes up your legs, through your thighs, observe the color. There's a beautiful nod, a beautiful sound. Lum, lum, lum. Allow this sound to resonate and bring your awareness to the base of your tailbone, the home of your Muladhara chakra, the root chakra. Bring your thoughts and let it just mingle at this point. Start to observe the red energy enter every cell, and as it expands through the space, allow it to begin the healing process. I accept everything in my life. I am learning every lesson. I am a witness to my experience. I forgive. I send love. I send healing. For those of you who know any healing modalities, begin to put your symbols. For those who are still learning, you can just say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I thank you, I love you. Observe as this red energy begins to go through and expand through every lower organ that you have. Your legs, sciatic nerves, your glutes, your muscles. It's healing. Because remember, we are a manifestation of our thoughts. Pain that is there is located in this space. The pain is also a form of our karmas. Allow the healing to take place. As you breathe, allow this energy to continue to move upwards. It's expanding. Bring this energy in and start looking around the space just below your navel center. The red energy is starting to change its color. We're arriving towards the Swadhisthana chakra. This is the space where most of our connections to past lives, our present life issues, are connected with past lives. You know the karmas, we come with our own ideas. We say children always have this kind of gift or they have a neurosis, whatever it is. These are the blockages in the space. Let's activate the space. Vam, vam, vam. There's an orange energy that is coursing through your torso, healing all these organs, clearing all the blockages, your money blockages, your worries, your stresses. Let's look at those and let's accept it. Try to observe the lesson. Is there something? What is this experience trying to teach me? Why am I doing this? But whatever it is, the why is not important. What is important is the love, the healing, the forgiveness, the acceptance. Take a nice long deep breath and observe as this orange energy expands through your Swadhisthana chakra, healing every cell. Allow it to heal any of your karmas that are not serving you right now. Accept them and let them go. They're just there. Just like all good things come to an end, remember bad things too come to an end. Take a nice long deep breath. The energy is going to start to move really fast. Bring it above your navel center to your Manipura chakra. This is our fire. Look at it. This is the solar plexus, the sun. Every time we have a stressful situation, whatever your situation in your mind, why is this happening to me? How could they do this to me? This is the space that gets irritated and you get acidity. You need to take antacids, hypertension, breathe. There's a yellow energy coursing through you. Let's activate this space. Rum, rum, rum. Begin to put your healing in here. I accept the situation. I am healing. I am fine. Everything that is happening is teaching me something. I take the lesson and I let it go. I don't ask why, because that's not for me. My soul knows what it needs and I'm learning the lesson. Begin to give yourself permission to feel. If you feel like crying, if you feel tired, if tears roll down your, it's okay. It's fine. Everyone who's connected to you is here filled with love and forgiveness, even those who have hurt you. Remember, they are teachers who are here to just fulfill a karma. Let it go. You are safe. This is a very, very safe space. Nothing can harm you. As you breathe, if you begin to feel anger, accept it. It's okay to be angry. It's okay. Say it to the souls and take a nice long deep breath. Let the sun's rays just burn away these emotions. And as you breathe, like two blinds, like two curtains opening, there's a beautiful green energy coursing through your body. arriving at your heart. All those emotions that you're feeling of anger, fear, frustration, they're all being cleared off by the solar plexus area, the yellow energy, giving way to a green light, pink light, full of love and healing. We are at our heart chakra. Let it beat. Observe your heartbeat. Observe all your connected souls who've come. These are our karmas, good, bad, past, present. Allow this green energy to expand. Let's activate the space. Yum, yum, yum. As we breathe, let's begin to connect to the souls within us. Whoever you're thinking of, whatever that question was, ask it, accept it, send forgiveness to the unforgivable, send acceptance to those you have now said, I don't like you at all. I can't believe you did this. This is where you can speak your mind. Let your heart speak to the other heart. Let your soul speak to the other soul. As you breathe, let's begin. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. And most importantly, to your inner child, ask for forgiveness. Forgive yourself. I forgive myself for all the choices I have made. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. Allow this green energy. There's a beautiful, beautiful green energy expanding through you. Observe as it goes down your shoulders, through your torso. Let it take all the emotions with you. You're feeling like crying. You're feeling overwhelmed. Just talk to the souls. Nobody is going to say anything. Every soul is there with love and healing, and that's what we're sending out. Send healing and love and forgiveness to the universe, to the world. There are many connected souls who we have not even met, who we don't recognize in this life, but are still connected to us. The most important thing to remember is if you hear something, if you see something, these are all a manifestation of your soul. There is a lesson to be learned. There's a lesson to be taught. Experience it, accept it. Remember, you're a witness to everything. As we breathe, feel that energy now starting to come to the base of your throat. When we feel emotions build up, you feel a knot in your throat, and that's the Vishuddhi chakra. Let's open it. Hum, hum, hum. The throat chakra is receiving a blue energy. The ether element is starting to get activated here. Anytime we speak words, right? Remember that if it's not aligning with the feeling inside you, then that's a karma that you're going to incur. That's a debt load. So if you don't want to say something nice, don't say anything at all. Four tenets. Remember, are your words kind? Are your words necessary? Are they going to be the truth? And if you speak your truth, are you okay with accepting the response from the other person? When we speak, our ego cannot come in the way. So let's clear this space so that we no longer incur debts and we only speak our truth. And when we speak the truth, we speak it with zero expectation and 100% acceptance. People may not like what you have to say, but if you want to say it, be aware that you cannot feel bad if they yell at you. Breathe, Allow the energy to continue to course through your body and come to the top of your forehead, the space between your eyebrows. This is your third eye chakra. Energies are flowing right through you, but this is also the space for you to connect with your spiritual being, with your higher self, your gurus, your masters. You can spend as much time you want here pondering the questions you have, but if you listen carefully, the answer is within you. The intuition is flowing free. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I thank you, I love you. These four powerful phrases erase all data that are not worth your mind, your time, that don't serve you, but clear a path to the divine, accepting everything within us, accepting the answers we receive to our question. Allow your energy to start to expand. Keep breathing and asking. Look around you. You may see a soul, a spiritual being who's come. You may observe a space. You may have an emotion that you want to let go. Visualize it just evaporating. Allow it to go. And begin to put your affirmations. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I thank you, I love you. I accept my life the way it is. It is in gratitude that I experience every experience, recognizing that this body is temporary, the soul is immortal, learning every lesson that this earth school has to offer me. I am fit, fine, and healthy. I am okay where I am. I am great where I am. I'm at bliss where I am. I am, so I am. As we breathe, the energies are starting to mingle from your lower chakras through your body. There's a vibration that is concentrating on the top of your head. The white light is now mingling between the energies of Mother Earth and the universe. You've come to your crown chakra, open it up. Imagine a big lotus opening and a huge amount of energy flowing through you. It's like going through a big light bulb. Beautiful, bright LEDs, white as they can be, bright as the reflection of the sun on the moon, making it so white. Allow this energy to flow through you and connect to your left and your right hands. Your Rahu and your Ketu, the two planets that are responsible for physical irritation of the skin, allergies, uncertainty in jobs. Let's balance all of these. Let's accept the karmas that come due to these issues. Remembering that we don't remember what we have done in the past. Recognizing that our choices of today impact the tomorrow. Let's live in the moment and sow a seed of positivity. Sow the seed of health. Sow the seed of blissfulness. Sow your seed of love, happiness, and joy. Look at all the trees that you're planting. They're going to become your forest. They are going to be your karmas moving forward. Let's not think about what we have endured, the things we are enduring, rather looking at the little seedling that we are going to create. Each day we shall return to this forest that we are planting and allow it to grow. As we breathe, begin to put your affirmations. I am fit, fine, and healthy. I live in acceptance. I experience every experience as what it is. I take the lessons I recognize. If I don't, I will observe more closely. Every person, every animal, every plant, every insect that comes my way brings me a message from the divine universe. Promise yourself that you're going to start to become more observant of these cues. Turn every negative thought into 2 positive thoughts. Stay with yourself. Observe your thoughts. Allow all the learning that we've done today to permeate through each of your cells. And we are going to end the session by doing the square breathing. I want you to visualize a square appearing in front of you. You are at one corner, the bottom left-hand corner. As we inhale, visualize yourself climbing up the side of the square. Inhale. Let's go to the very top of the square. Retain your breath, so hold your breath and begin to walk across the square. When you reach the corner, exhale, come down the square towards your right hand. And without taking in a breath, get to your starting point. Once again, inhale. We're at the top of the square. Hold your breath. Come to the side. Exhale. Come down the square towards your right hand. And walk to the starting point. Repeat the process. Inhale. Go up the square. Hold your inhalation, allowing the cells to take your carbon, all the oxygen. Come to the top right-hand corner. Exhale, come down towards your right hand. Now walk towards your left hand and breathe normally. With the square breathing, what we've done is we've used all our energies from the learning that we received. We've used all the energies from the universe and Mother Earth and internalized it into ourselves. When you're ready, I want you to bring awareness to your legs, to all the parts of your body touching Mother Earth. There is a lightness now. The cords that were holding you from the top of your head and your navel center are starting to recede. Let's just seal our energy by saying cut, cut, cut 3 times. Visualizing a pair of scissors, a beautiful sword, cutting these and sending it back to the universe with gratitude. I thank you, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And now seal this energy with a beautiful prayer that comes to your mind. Maybe it's a couple of words, it could be an actual prayer, it could be the sound of Om, something simple. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. With this, I invite you to gently join your palms together and begin to rub your 2 palms together. Generate some heat. Place it over your eyes. Drop your head down and let the palms of your hand be the first thing you see today. Namaste. Feel it. Feel the healing everywhere. Welcome back, everybody. Any of your emotions, any of your pain, everything, we have allowed it to heal. We've allowed the energy of the universe to take it and expand through your aura. And I'm hoping that this has helped do some of the clearance of our karmas, because you're no longer going to worry about the why. Instead, you're going to wonder about, whoa, what is the lesson I need to learn? So I want all of you to have that in your mind as you go through each single day. As just as another thing that I usually say is that whenever something breaks in your house and you bend down to pick it up, it's your house telling you that you need to clean that spot.
That's a very beautiful meditation, I would say, Preeti. It was wonderful. And actually, I would like to quote one example of regarding this. Like when we were meditating, so this came to my mind that I should use this example to let everyone know that why do we seek forgiveness? What is the reason behind it? So I have just one small example, and probably then we can end our session.
Sure.
So let's suppose I was a soldier in my last life, and I was doing a good cause for my country. I was fighting for my country, and that is why that is when some fight happened, and I killed someone. That particular individual who's looking at me, I'm not talking about the body connection. That soul was looking at me. So when I killed that particular person took that image in his vision. He took that memory with his or her soul. And with that particular revenge attitude, he took next birth.
Yep.
So that revenge attitude was still there. So instead of having that revenge attitude, if we turn it into a forgiveness, that whatever happened was kind of a lesson for me. I should learn it. I should forgive that particular soul. And then and there, I have cleared that karma with that particular soul. And I'm free with that karma. Yeah. So that is how forgiveness works. And that is how forgiveness is known to be one of the strongest healing modality when we do our meditation. But it should be with a pure open heart. So that's how it works.
That's a beautiful example, actually. This is one of the things that often gets debated, right? Why is it that people are so mean? And then they're like, oh, well, because, that's your karma and you had done something. But then the recognition in the soul evolution process is that if something happens, like, so someone hurts me, like that soldier, right? And that person who was this thing, that the job would have been for the soldier to have asked forgiveness right away, and the soul that was being killed at that point, at that, there's a juncture, right? This is a huge conversation because there's a transition phase between one life to another, and that's the point at which the so-called forgiveness for everything that has happened to me in this life, I want to clear it. I want to forgive it. I don't want to bring it to my next life. And that's a whole new lesson. I know. And like you and I, we can start talking about this. I'm sure there are other people here who would be excited to hear about it, but there is that possibility. But with our healing modalities now, we're able to clear that, because if we are constantly we're experiencing negative things in our lives, the idea is to try and clear those by forgiveness, acceptance, and love, so that that experience doesn't keep coming back. I remember one of the things that we had was also where repeated experiences keep coming, right? The same things keep happening to the same person. Why? And that's because you've not accepted it, you've not forgiven it, right? So go ahead and do that. And so, yeah, beautiful. Amazing. Thank you so much. That was an awesome session. I'm all excited. I have to get ready for Monday morning. Good night, everybody.